The build-out of technology infrastructure is a major priority for the Ministry of National Security during the 2020-2021 financial year. This is to enable a stronger and more resilient security force as it responds to crime and works to restore public trust and a safer society for all. Portfolio Minister Dr. Horace Chang outlined a few areas while making his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives. He says the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) will focus on the expansion of the smart checkpoint facility, under which 120 police vehicles are being installed with tablets. In addition, provision is being made for access to the central database system for the service vehicles.
Which means you no longer have to call in or write paper tickets. From their service vehicle, they'll be able to enter on their smart computer, their laptops, and get the data they require about any particular vehicle or individual they might be apprehending.
Other advancements in technology will see approximately 200 body-worn cameras being deployed, radio and microwave communication systems being expanded, as well as increased capacity for surveillance through the closed-circuit television CCTV network.
Robust use of technology will lead to the trust and confidence by means of the JCF and the public alike. The goal is to deliver the right service in the right way, enabled by modern technologies and underpinned by professional standards and values of policing.
Minister Chang says this technology-driven component of the JCF's modernization will ensure that all Jamaicans have access to improved policing systems and a greater sense of safety and security. He says the overall modernization, restructuring and reform of the JCF are designed to optimize efficiency of the force across several divisions. These include the expansion of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, the Inspectorate, and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, and the Criminal Investigations Branch. Focus is also being placed on increased recruitment and training for members of the Specialized Operations Branch and the Technology Branch.
That's the kind of event that gives me confidence in what we're doing in the police force, and feel confident that in due course, this police force, given the right tools, the right numbers, the right training, we will be getting on top of the criminal activity and dismantling the gangs in this country.
While this work of institutional transformation is taking place within the JCF, the Ministry of National Security will continue to oversee and organize strategic and targeted social intervention initiatives to prevent crime. Minister Chang says this includes more zones of special operations, ZOZOs.
In addition to that, we'll be looking at all the communities to see what we can do to ensure aspects of these special interventions can be introduced to ensure that the young men and young women of these difficult communities are offered productive opportunities that will allow them a different lifestyle and to achieve their ambitions. That is the object of our new approach to social intervention as we go forward, and it will be visible this year despite of the activity.
The social intervention initiatives will be branded under the Live Good campaign. Addressing the enforcement of road traffic laws, the National Security Minister says work is in progress for the implementation of the new Traffic Ticket Management System (TTMS) this year. The $25.6 million system will work in collaboration with the JCF, Court Management Services, Tax Administration Jamaica, Island Traffic Authority, and eGov Jamaica Limited. Another critical component of a resilient security apparatus is the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA.
It's an excellent agency, it's doing phenomenal work, and we will give them all the support they require.
Over the last financial year, the agency coordinated intelligence-led operations, which resulted in 35 new investigations. These investigations, supported by ongoing legal consultations, have resulted in a total of 157 cases currently before the courts. Additionally, the agency is actively investigating 68 cases, of which 21 are classified as significant.
I want to reassure this country, MOCA is not only proving its worth and value, but it's operating as an independent, highly professional body of which this country can take pride in and can give them all the support required.
Regulations were approved in both houses of Parliament for independent status of MOCA. The agency is now in the final stage of negotiation with the Ministry of Finance on appropriate remuneration, after which a date will be given for separation. The resilience of the country's security infrastructure is also heavily reliant on strong border management and coastal surveillance systems.
PICA and the Coast Guard are the two critical agencies in ensuring our coastal waters are protected and we can deal with the problem of transnational criminal activity.
To this end, the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency PICA has undertaken a digital transformation of its border management operations. This has resulted in its online passenger declaration form and adult passport renewal system. PICA has also installed 15 additional automated border crossing kiosks at the Sangster International Airport, bringing the total number to 50.
This kind of activity is critical in being able to monitor not only efficiency of entering our country, but in monitoring or in ensuring our borders are safe and we can monitor the throughput of criminal activity or activists who may be coming through.
Meanwhile, the Coast Guard has added one FCS 5009 cutter to its fleet of offshore patrol vehicles. It is equipped with the latest technology and is able to patrol our waters under various weather conditions. Minister Chang says with the guns for drugs trade remaining a significant threat to the security of our people, this will improve the security forces' capability to interdict the illicit flow of these contrabands and the transshipment of cocaine.
And we can assure the people of this country in a very strong position to effectively manage our borders and reduce the impact of the kind of criminal activity that currently feeds the gangs in Jamaica.
Meanwhile, strong and long-standing partnership with local and international stakeholders have been of value to the country's anti-crime strategic plan.
The recent interception of international drug smuggling network was an example of our work with international partners. This case in particular symbolized a new dispensation for JCF, which is the JCF in all forms. It's a JCF in which all forms of illegal activities are vehemently condemned. The JCF has a zero tolerance for all acts and actors of criminality. This is the Jamaica Constabulary Force we are building as a JCF we know today.